lesson 54. This is dividing by multiples of 10. Now the division process is the same. Whenever we use long division, we still have divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. The way we remember that is dad, mom, sister, brother. So divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Now, the only difference is whenever we're dividing by two-digit numbers, it's going to take maybe a little bit longer because we don't know the multiples to multiply off the top of our head. So I'm going to show, we're going to start with just the multiples of 10 since dividing by multiples of 10 is somewhat easier, and then we'll work from there later on. So the first thing we have, if we have an example such as 75 divided by 30, the first way that we want to think of it, this is just the thinking process, we're still doing the same division process, but I want to think, okay, how many times could 3 go into 7? Because those are what's in my tens place. I have 3 in my tens place and 7 in my tens place, and I know that 3 can go into 7 2 times. So if I have 30 times 2 right here, 30 times 2 would be 60 because that's the same thing as 3 times 2 is 6. Just add the 0 at the end. So I subtract 60, 75 minus 60, and my remainder is 15. I have no other digits to bring down. And notice that my placement is important for my quotient. The placement is very, very important. The 2 does not go above the 7 because I didn't do 3 into 7. I did 30 into 75. Therefore, the 2 needs to go over that last digit, which is the 5. So I have subtracted the 60, remainder 15, and it's okay that my remainder is larger than my quotient as long as the remainder 15 is not bigger than 30. Then it's going to be okay. So 2 remainder 15. So we're going to go ahead and work through example 1. I want you to go ahead and write this down as I go through it. I have 30 into 454. 454 divided by 30. So I'm going to look, I know 30 can go into 45. So if I look and think, just the thinking process, how many times could 3 go into 4? It goes in one whole time. Same thing with 30 into 45, just adding my ones place to it. It goes in only one time. 1 times 30 is 30. And I have 15 left over. Then I bring down my 4. Now, I just kind of not thinking about my ones place at all. How many times could 3 go into 15? So 3 could go into 15 5 times, and I want to double check that. So I'll show you just off to the side. It's a great way to do it if you want to check. If you're not certain, then do 30 times 5 off to the side here. It's a perfect place. That's 0, and that's 15. 150. 30 goes into 154, a total of 5 times, minus 150, and my remainder is 4. That's what I have left over when I don't have any more digits to bring down. Did the division process. I multiplied 30 times 1. I subtracted, and I got 15, and then I brought down the 4, divided again. 30 goes into 154. I found out 5 times. 5 times 30 is 115. That's what I subtracted, and I was left over with 4. Since I have nothing else to bring down, that's my remainder. So I want you to go ahead and try example 2 by yourself. Go ahead and pause the video. So I have $4.60 into 20. Now whenever I'm dividing by dollars and cents, guaranteed every single time, it will be a whole amount of times. You will never have a remainder when you're dividing dollars and cents because having a remainder as of dollars and cents is not practical. So 20, how many times could 20 go into 46? Or thinking about it, how many times could 2 go into 4? It can go in 2 times. I know if I have 20 plus 20, that would be 40. Those are pretty simple to do. So it goes in 2 whole times. 2 times 20 is 40. That's what I subtract. I have 6, and then I bring down my last digit, which is 0. How many times could 20 go into 60? Or thinking, how many times could 2 go into 6? That's 3 times. Minus 60. And I have no remainder, just like I said. Now I label it. My decimal point is here, so I bring it straight up. Means I'm going to have a 0 here, $ 23 cents. So that means that 23 cents times 20 is $4.60. It does make sense. If I were to have 20 groups of 23 cents, I'd have about $4.60. So that would be my answer. So what I want you to go ahead and do is the practice set. Just want you to do letters A and B for now. And go ahead and solve them in your notes, bring it to class, and we'll go ahead and check it. Thank you.